Waking up between 1 and 3 in the morning is not random, and it is not a sign that something is wrong with your sleep in the abstract. It is a physiological signal that your stress system is active at the wrong time. For many people, this pattern repeats night after night, falling asleep without much trouble, then suddenly waking up alert, tense, sometimes with racing thoughts or a feeling of inner restlessness. The key hormone behind this pattern is cortisol. Cortisol is not a bad hormone. It is essential for life. It helps regulate blood pressure, blood sugar, inflammation, and energy availability. In the morning, cortisol should rise naturally to help you wake up and function. At night, it should be low, allowing the nervous system to shift into repair and recovery mode. Problems begin when cortisol remains elevated into the night or spikes while you are asleep. When cortisol rises between 1 and 3 a.m., the brain interprets it as a signal of threat or demand. Deep sleep is interrupted, and the body shifts into a state of alertness. This is why these awakenings often feel different from normal waking. You are not just awake. You are activated. Many people try to fix this with a single intervention: a supplement, a pill, a breathing technique, or a bedtime ritual. The mistake is assuming that nighttime cortisol is a nighttime problem. In reality, nighttime cortisol is the result of what happens across the entire day. Cortisol follows a rhythm. When that rhythm is distorted in the morning and afternoon, the consequences appear at night. This is why the solution is not one trick, but a sequence. To lower cortisol at night, you must first stop forcing the body to compensate earlier in the day. The nervous system does not forget. It carries unmet needs forward, and it collects the bill when you are asleep. Understanding this changes the entire approach to sleep. Instead of fighting wake-ups directly, you begin regulating the system that creates them. If nighttime cortisol is the consequence, the morning is where the chain reaction begins. One of the most underestimated stressors in modern life is waking up already dehydrated and mineral depleted. During sleep, the body continuously loses water through breathing and skin evaporation. At the same time, minerals such as sodium are used to maintain nerve signaling and blood pressure. When you wake up without replenishing fluids and electrolytes, the body has a problem to solve immediately. Blood pressure must be maintained. Glucose must be mobilized. The fastest way to do this is by increasing cortisol. Cortisol stimulates the release of stored energy and helps constrict blood vessels to keep you functional. Many people unknowingly start their day by triggering a cortisol spike before breakfast, before movement, before light exposure. A simple glass of water with a small amount of salt can interrupt this pattern. The goal is not taste or stimulation, but restoring baseline physiology. When hydration and electrolytes are restored early, the adrenal system does not need to compensate. Cortisol output decreases as a result. Another critical signal in the morning is light. Natural light entering the eyes within the first hour after waking sends powerful information to the brain's internal clock. Specialized retinal cells communicate directly with the hypothalamus, aligning cortisol and melatonin rhythms. Without this signal, the brain remains partially confused about the time of day. Cortisol may drift into the evening instead of peaking early. This is especially common in people who wake up in darkness, stay indoors, or immediately look at artificial screens. Morning light does not need to be intense or dramatic. It needs to be consistent. When morning hydration and light exposure are handled correctly, cortisol rises when it should and begins falling earlier. This sets the stage for lower nighttime activation without forcing relaxation later. Breakfast is not just a meal, it is a hormonal instruction. What you eat in the morning tells the body whether the environment is safe, stable, and predictable, or chaotic and demanding. A breakfast that spikes blood sugar rapidly creates an artificial surge of insulin, followed by a drop in glucose. When blood sugar falls too quickly, the body again turns to cortisol to compensate. This pattern trains the stress system to stay active throughout the day. In contrast, a low glycemic, nutrient-rich breakfast sends the opposite message. It stabilizes energy availability and reduces the need for stress hormones. Certain nutrients play a direct role in cortisol regulation. Vitamin C participates in adrenal hormone synthesis and has been shown to reduce cortisol output under stress. Magnesium supports nervous system inhibition and reduces excitatory signaling. Vitamin B6 is involved in neurotransmitter balance and stress resilience. When these nutrients are delivered through food rather than supplements, they arrive in a context the body recognizes. Protein slows digestion and stabilizes blood sugar. Fiber reduces glucose fluctuations. Healthy fats extend satiety and prevent energy crashes. The goal of an anti-stress breakfast is not to feel energized immediately, but to feel steady. When breakfast removes the need for cortisol-driven compensation, the entire day becomes calmer. This effect compounds. Lower cortisol during the day means less residual activation at night. Many people focus obsessively on what they do before bed while ignoring the metabolic chaos they create 12 hours earlier. Sleep does not reset stress, it reveals it. By evening, the nervous system should be transitioning naturally toward inhibition and repair. When cortisol remains elevated late into the day, this transition fails. The body may feel tired, but the nervous system stays alert. One of the most common triggers of nighttime cortisol spikes is a drop in blood sugar during sleep. The brain requires a constant supply of glucose, even at rest. If liver glycogen is depleted, the body releases cortisol to mobilize energy. This is why some people wake up suddenly, often with a sense of urgency or anxiety. A small amount of slow-releasing nutrition before bed can prevent this. Fermented dairy, such as natural kefir, provides a combination of protein and lactose that releases glucose gradually. It also supports gut bacteria that influence neurotransmitter production. One of the most important of these is GABA, the brain's primary inhibitory neurotransmitter. Higher GABA activity reduces neural noise and stress responsiveness. Magnesium plays a complementary role. It dampens excitatory signaling, relaxes muscles, and improves sleep continuity. Magnesium glycinate is often preferred because glycine itself has calming effects on the brain. The goal is not sedation, but stability. When blood sugar remains steady and inhibitory signaling is supported, cortisol does not need to intervene. Sleep becomes deeper not because the body is forced to relax, but because it no longer needs to stay alert. Understanding cortisol also means understanding communication. The nervous system is highly sensitive to perceived threat, and perception is shaped by information. Fear-based health messaging, constant alerts, and negative expectations can amplify stress responses, even in the absence of physical danger. This is why some people feel worse at night after reading alarming content or worrying about their sleep. Expectation alone can increase cortisol output. Conversely, predictable routines reduce uncertainty. The body responds not just to actions, but to consistency. When morning, meals, and evenings follow a stable pattern, the brain reduces vigilance. This is not psychological comfort alone. It is physiological adaptation. Over time, cortisol rhythms realign. The critical mistake is expecting immediate results. Stress systems adapt slowly. They respond to repeated signals, not one-time interventions. Improvement often appears gradually: fewer awakenings, shorter wake periods, less intensity. This is how regulation looks when it is real. Quick fixes tend to fail because they do not address the underlying rhythm. The body does not need to be tricked into sleeping. It needs to be convinced that vigilance is no longer required. Waking up between 1 and 3 a.m. is not a mystery and not a personal failure. It is a message. The body is saying that it has been managing imbalance all day and can no longer suppress it at night. When cortisol is regulated from morning to evening, sleep repairs itself naturally. Hydration and minerals reduce unnecessary adrenal activation. Light anchors the biological clock. Stable meals prevent stress-driven energy rescue. Evening support maintains glucose and inhibitory signaling. None of these steps work in isolation. Together, they form a coherent signal of safety. This approach does not rely on willpower or discipline. It relies on removing the need for stress. When the nervous system no longer has to compensate, it lets go. Deep sleep is not forced, it is allowed.